Good evening friends, as promised, we are coming back with one more session on important MCQs for your mains. In today's session, we are going to target some important questions from biology. So without any further delay guys, let's start. Okay guys, so our first question is ORS solution helps patients suffering from diarrhea because it, see guys, someone if they are suffering from dehydration in any manner, okay, in diarrhea what happens, there is huge loss of water. So what the ORS does, ORS restores the water and electrolytes in body. So that is why ORS solution is given. Okay, so the correct option will be option B. Moving towards the next question guys, during heavy exercises the breathing rate increases mainly due to remove oxygen, increase carbon dioxide, supply more oxygen to muscles, reduce body temperature. So guys, you see, during heavy exercise what happens, our body requires more oxygen, and that is why in order to provide our body more oxygen, the breathing rate increases. So the correct option will be supply more oxygen to the muscles. So the correct option will be option C. Moving towards the next question guys, we have, if the pancreas stops producing insulin, the immediate effect will be low blood pressure, high blood sugar, low oxygen level, excess hemoglobin. So guys, you see what we will have high blood sugar. So you might have seen individuals that are suffering from high blood sugar, they're intaking insulin. So what is the primary function of insulin? To basically regulate sugar levels in our blood. Okay, moving towards the next question guys, we have leguminous plants increases soil fertility because, you see guys, leguminous plants contain nitrogen fixing bacteria. Okay, so what they does, they fix atmospheric nitrogen with the help of bacteria. Atmospheric nitrogen with bacteria, and nitrogen is one of the most essential nutrients for what? For our plants. Okay, moving towards the next question guys, we have, so the correct option here will be B. Okay, moving towards the next question guys, we have genetic variation in population is important because it prevents evolution. No. Helps species to adapt to environment. Yes guys, that is the reason why genetic variation is very important, because it helps the species to adapt in according to the changing environment. Okay, so the correct option will be option B. Moving towards the next question guys, vaccination protects a person by killing all microbes? No. However, it stimulates the body to produce antibodies. Okay, it stimulates the body to produce antibodies. So that is the correct option. Correct option here will be option B. Moving towards the next question guys, we have a person working in extreme heat sweats excessively. This helps the body to maintain a internal temperature. Okay, cooling through increasing body temperature, no cooling through evaporation, increasing oxygen supply, increasing blood sugar. So what is the correct option? Cooling through evaporation. When we sweat, we basically cool our body. Okay, so that is how we are able to maintain a temperature, a constant temperature of our body. Moving towards the next question guys, we have a patient suffering from kidney failure undergo dialysis because dialysis helps. So guys, you might have heard of this term dialysis. Okay, now what happens through dialysis? What is the main function of the kidney? It removes all sort of waste from our blood. So dialysis, with the help of dialysis, we remove the waste from our blood. Okay, so that is the correct option over here. So option A, question number 8, the correct option will be option B. Moving towards the next question guys, we have farmers spray pesticides excessively, which sometimes leads to the death of beneficial insects like bees. This mainly affects, so guys, you see, bees or birds, they play a very important role in the pollination of the plants, that is the fertilization process. So what happens if the bees population is decreasing? It will definitely affecting the pollination. So the correct option will be pollination. Moving towards the next question guys, we have a person suffering from dehydration shows low blood pressure because, okay guys, you see, a person suffering from dehydration will have low blood pressure. The reason being simple, the loss of body fluids reduces what? Reduces the blood volume. And if there is a decreased blood volume, the blood pressure will also be decreased. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have a vaccine is given before exposure to disease mainly in order to develop immunity beforehand. So the correct option will be option B. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have a person infected with dengue often shows low platelet count because the virus affects what? The virus affects the blood clotting system. Okay, the virus affects the blood clotting system. So that is why the platelet counts is decreased. Okay, so the correct option will be option A. Coming to the next question, guys, we have decreased secretion of antidiuretic hormone, that is also known as ADH, leads to, is most likely to result in. So guys, in this case we will have diabetes insipidus. Okay, insipidus. So the correct option will be option B. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have a person living in high altitude for several weeks shows a compensatory increase in white blood cells, platelets, or red blood cells or plasma volume. So the correct option will be red blood cells. Option C will be the correct option. Moving towards the next question, guys, the principal center for regulation of body temperature in mammals is located in its cerebellum, medulla oblongata, hypothalamus, or pons. So the correct option will be option C, that is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus. Moving towards the next question, guys, the defining feature of an autoimmune disease. So guys, why it is known as autoimmune? Okay, because it affects its own immune system. It targets its own immune system. So infection by pathogenic virus, no. Immune system attacking self tissues, so that is the defining feature of autoimmune diseases. Okay, moving towards the next question, guys, we have a patient with fever and chills occurring every 48 hours is most likely to be infected with Plasmodium vivax, Salmonella typhi, Vibrio cholerae, or Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So guys, in this case, we will have the Plasmodium vivax, that is known as what? This is the causative organism of malaria. Causative organism of malaria. Moving towards the next question, guys, bleeding gums and slow wound healing indicates deficiency of. So sir, guys, bleeding gums and slow wound healing indicates the deficiency of vitamin C. Vitamin C. Okay, vitamin C deficiency leads to bleeding gums. So the correct option will be option B. Moving towards the next question, enlargement of the thyroid gland commonly results from the deficiency of. So guys, remember, it is the deficiency of iodine, leads to a condition known as goiter. Okay, leads to a condition known as goiter. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have an organism showing notochord at any stage of development belongs to the phylum of Chordata. Okay, belongs to the phylum of Chordata. So guys, this was all for today. If you want more such sessions, stay connected with Edufy.